spawners and skeleton spawners. Crazy, crazy times.
And of course, the very first area before the first wall, you even have a choice of dropping down for different resources. And we haven't seen a lot of action on that. We have not seen a lot of people choosing to drop down. We saw some, but it didn't seem like they got a whole lot of stuff. I think in one of the early matches of it, I did see somebody drop down here, but nothing really consistent on that. So interesting what we're going to see on this, but you do have that kind of a drop landing and then a choice to further carry down on the water.
And then we have the first wall, which is like PvP, fairly standard PvP wall, cobwebs all the way down. It's just a long, 1 block wide tunnel. Really no safety at all on this. It's a very long and difficult route, but if you can do it unopposed, it's no trouble at all.
Right. We have seen various ways of handling this. One of the big things, and you won't always see it because people won't take the time to do it, but one of the big things that people can do on this, when it's just one thick bedrock like this, you can place down a door and have a little bit of a checkpoint and often a block on top, and around you to try to be fully safe from the opposing arrows. And there's that nice punch bow down here. As long as you know the wall.
You remember it.
Yeah. To be fair, he wasn't supposed to run this wall, and I still love his reaction at the end. Wait, there's a punch tubo down there. It's like, yeah, about 4 blocks in front of you. We thought you were gonna look.
Yeah, that was 404.
Yeah.
And then you have this it's a long map, really long, big kind of, I don't know what the name of this area is. I've heard it
construction
called construction area.
Yeah, I tend to just think of it as the construction zone or construction yard, construction area, just because that's what it's so reminiscent, with all the equipment. Really beautifully done.
We have the chest full of spawn eggs, because it's a Kuipen map.
It's a Kuipen map. I was just about to say, well, it is a Kuipen map, so of course there's the spawn eggs. Arcane Realms, of course, comes to mind. And yeah, you got kind of the trees are a theme throughout. You got this dead tree right here. We'll see a lot of action at. People kind of based up and around here. And then, of course, that third lane, shared lane. We have not seen any direct conflict in here yet, though. We have seen
the mobs in here just makes it way too unfeasible to try to lock somebody out.
Yeah, nobody's wanting to stay behind. It's just pretty much get in there and get out. We've seen mostly people pillaring up from their side of the lane, just pillaring up, coming over, and a lot of, as we expected when we got the map tour, just kind of digging in right at the top here where that bedrock is at your head and just getting right to where you need to go inside this wall and out.
Get in, get out. The fastest possible way seems to be the tactic everyone employs for that third wall. And
now
then
most of them in between, are dropping.
Yes, jumping down into the water. Mm-hmm. And we saw that going hilariously wrong for 4.
Yes.
Almost went even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that water, just sitting there. Now, some teams are breaking the water and extending the flow, widening it and extending the flow down so they can just pretty much jump and catch it. Others are just letting one stream water down, and others are blocking all the way over, kind of making a diving board and dropping their way down. So very, very dangerous if you miss it and your wool goes over the edge, but you might get lucky and have it catch. And then, of course, they've got to come all the way back and up high. Not super high, but still, this is a significant distance to get up here and place the wool monument.
Indeed. So it's going to be an interesting game. Looks
like they're ready.
Good to go with the sumo.
Ready. 1 of 3. Nice. I will only speak for myself, says Scary Muffin.
I don't want people blaming me.
All right, so we're here. We're at the sumo. It's set up. This, of course, is our final match of the night. Abusement Park versus Rush. Abusement Park is essentially a renamed Elite Four. All experienced guys versus Rush. And Rush has been around forever. Mm-hmm. So really, really 2 incredible teams. What are the feelings or the overall votes on the challenge?
No clue.
We were looking at those earlier on. I think it's pretty much in favor of Rush.
Okay, and go.
Not only just knock him out of the world. Forget the sumo ring. Just take him out of the world.
Just take him out of the. You know what we didn't do?
What didn't we do? We didn't go over the names?
We didn't do the name game.
But we know these people. We've already done one game with them.
I know. Hi, I'm Honey.
Hi, honey.
Okay, well, we do have for the Abusement Park, which of course is gone blue, and the right side Rush is going left and will be red. Red Rush. Huh, that'll be easy for my brain to remember. We do have CA Merit Badge or Merit Badge. We've got Brunt Force. We've got Paul, Zarpaul. We have iTouch Dude. With Abusement Park, we've got the numbers, the B and a whole bunch of numbers is actually Psychotic Sandwich. So please don't be confused when B Splat is named Psychotic or Sandwich, because that is what his YouTube name is that he goes by. David the Elite, Hydro Henry, and Nika. So really, again, those of you who are familiar with RMCT at all will be familiar with the majority of all of those names.
You were asking before about the challenge, and it was 77% Rush, 23% Abusement Park.
All right.
So not quite as strong a gap, but really three quarters.
Match beginning in 15, so we need to see Rush lose this one in order to continue with the trend today, right? Of challenge being utterly wrong.
Well, honestly, everyone's opinions, some of it goes by, by people and who they like. Some of it goes by just past experiences. There you go.
My bracket's
2-1
completely broken.
At this point,
we
I'm
did
just
see
not
somebody
gonna
go to
call
the very
anything.
bottom. Your wish has been granted. I think that was iTouch. Yes.
Yours is not the only bracket that is completely broken.
Utterly broken.
He is down here?
Yeah, he's grabbing this first chest that's usually kept down.
Looks like he's the only one, too. Nobody's come back. Just trying to blitz through here, not deal with all the spawners as much as he can, and climb right up. Yeah. Get what he's got to get and just skedaddle out of here.
A lot of action on the mountain as people are heading over. We've got Sandwich climbing on ahead.
Zarpaul just barely over him. A couple of steps.
But these ladders...
Really, really close.
Ladders being very useful here for both teams.
Again, this area, not necessarily even the log cabin, but the area above the log cabin on the mountaintop here is typically a very popular spot for making your base and really setting in. We've seen cannons up here. We've seen people up in the trees. There's a lot, but most likely we're going to see a push all the way to third. We've seen a lot of teams get into third almost back to back after each other, just go in and get out. And whoever's in their second has even a harder time because the mobs are already triggered and spawning, etc.
Now, we've generally seen cannons in these houses really early in the game. Doesn't look like either team is rushing to do that today.
No. Although Nika is further ahead for Abusement Park, he is almost to the end here and about to get... No? Yeah, he's stopping just to break some blocks and go. He is under PvP fire, but not really bothered. Zarpaul is coming up.
Looks like he's going to post himself here. He's just taking
ladders.
this position. Oh. Does see Zarpaul. They're going to be trading fire now. So this seems to be an optimal position. But Zarpaul's going to run on ahead. Decided that I am not locking down. I am going to be doing other things.
Okay, so we're probably going to see Zarpaul rush to third. Nika getting a little bit further ahead too. Is he going to stop and stay here for shooting, or is he moving ahead too? No, looks like he is stopped.
He might just be keeping tabs on Zarpaul. If he starts pillaring somewhere, he might just want to try to bop him off.
See in the chat, minimal deaths so far.
Oh, there you go.
Nika. That's the second death of the game only.
Now that is really, really, really good. The fact that Nika is out, that's really, really good for Rush, because that means that they're going to be able to make that. Paul's going to be able to work. Is this an Icarus?
No, I think he's making a. Oh no, it might be. Oh wow.
This looks like an Icarus.
This looks like an Icarus.
I thought he was just going to make a little pool for the water to reside in, but.
Contain your excitement, honey.
I know.
We'll check back on this later.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not leaving.
Merit Badge got shot off the
There it
world
is.
by Sandwich here, and he's going to come over here. He's lighting up as well. He's going to take a peek at what's going on.
Okay, Zarpaul's coming back. He's dropped a chest. Is it Nika all the way back?
And pot shot's going to be fired here, though.
Oh, this
Zarpaul's
is
not even
Sandwich.
realizing.
He's over here.
Yeah, Sandwich is hiding him. self.
He can, yeah, he's squatted. He can clearly see that Icarus cannon just right there.
What's going on over here?
Darlin, what are you doing?
Oh.
Oh, Paul getting,
Now.
well, Sandwich has revealed himself. Definitely setting up for something right here. I'm not quite sure what with the shape of this. I almost wanted to say cannon on the other side, but not the way it ended up
I think that was just a big splatter blocks.
being blocked. Yeah, I almost thought he was gonna like block himself in for a second. Okay,
I think
Sandwich,
he wanted
he's
to make
getting
a cannon,
help.
maybe? I don't know. He's got a lot of more TNT, but yeah.
Sandwich is getting back up. Yes, I know the Abusement Park game is going. I will stop you. My phone warning me again. Nika is kind of up at the top here, backing up Sandwich.
Merit Badge also getting the opposite angle here. CA Merit Badge. Not having any armor because he got shot off the world by Sandwich earlier. But is back into play. Oh, almost gets a revenge shot.
Nika taken out twice. Sandwich going back up at the top. They did go ahead, and you can see where they did drop, expand their water flow. Very typical. What we'll see to be able to catch on your way out.
They got a nice 2-wide water flow as well, so it's harder to miss.
Oh my! It's
Interesting.
to house a blaze. It's for this.
Oh, it's the blaze turret. Nice.
I don't think I guess they're just after a blaze rod and they're just trying to kill it in the safest way.
Okay.
It was like maybe, but then no.
I was hoping for a blaze turret.
Okay, Zarpal.
They're also setting the tree on fire too. I think they might have wanted this as well to get the tree going on fire.
The looting fishing rod on him. He has quite a bit of bits on him, and
Here
there it goes. There it goes.
Good luck.
The Icarus.
Woo! And he made it.
Oh, baby! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful leaf landing. I give 10 out of 10. Would totally do again.
So it's
that was
interesting. They
fabulous.
set this place on fire. Now, if the fire persists and carries over, they might not have. The other team might not have an easy way to access this. Additionally, the lag from the fire might make a bit of a play here as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I saw Martin and you saw your name on there. Nika and Sandwich are both laying down beds at the top here. They are both really, really good with the bows. Although we have seen Sandwich run wolves before, I think he's just his set is just to be a fighter, just to shoot them and keep them back. They're both in leather. They're keeping CA Merit Badge back.
Worth mentioning, Brunt has taken out a significant amount of the diamond resources on Russia's side with a cannon at the end of the construction yard.
Wool will be acquired very shortly. Yes, you're here.
Yeah, and once again, this is a very common sight. We're in the wool room, and can you say spider? All the cave spiders just ready to eat your face. Oh, that was a bed place.
A bed going down. Interesting.
But removed immediately.
Well,
there's no way you could actually sleep in here.
You could not ever sleep in a bed.
Ever.
There's too many spiders there for you to be able to set your spawn there.
Yeah, you would never be able to. iTouch is setting up a cannon himself.
So a big leaf wall going up here just outside third. It would be interesting if the blaze turret was still there. They would be able to shoot this down as well. But
for Abusement Park, that Sandwich was down at the base there. I'm assuming that's him.
Yeah.
iTouch Dude is looking to cannon over across here. Perhaps a resource run down here. Really just dent to the top. Dent to the top.
I see water being placed down. Are we going to get a...
Brunt is collecting diamond. See, Merit Badge is still putting massive, massive pressure as much as he can.
Yeah.
The leaf wall was erected, but not... Oh, they actually have the same Icarus.
He doesn't have any TNT or redstone on him, so I don't think there's going to be much to be had about that.
Slightly different positioning, but basically they have the same little setup here to see what they're going to do.
Now the fire is starting to reach into that mid area of the tree, so they're on a timeline here. There might not be any leaves for them to land on very soon.
That fire is possibly going to be a significant player in this. Sandwich looks like he's going back a little bit. I'm not sure if we're looking at getting supplies. A lot of times players will not go forward with everything they need just in case they lose it, especially over the world.
I wonder if this fire is going to cause any lag issues anytime soon.
Hello, David. David is in iron, diamond, and leather, is squatted, and is digging.
Really interested to know what Sarpol is doing here in the third wool room.
Yeah,
So
I'm
he's
looking
placed
at
down a ton of like red nether brick blocks, covered up the other team's wool chest with nether brick, and put down a bed, and is just kind of hanging out in here now. I don't see any rhyme or reason to this.
I think he might be staying here to keep tabs on the fire until it's ready to go, just so that nobody sneaks a third from underneath the hive.
Oh,
So
so
once-
the fire is
So waiting for
aiming
the
to-
fire to go all the way up, and once that's done, then maybe he'll exit, but we'll see.
David is doing some extensive digging underneath the second wool. Underneath the second wool. I'm not sure if we're looking at setting up here as and TNTing. I'm not sure if we're looking at setting this up as a future snipe area, if we're looking at getting into something here, but we are definitely exposing.
Really
Hello.
interesting. So this fire is going to presumably light up the area so the cave spiders will stop spawning, and he is taking them out through the iron bars, and then he's going to sleep in the bed, is my guess, once he's removed enough of the cave spiders.
To just stand there and
And then
be,
camp it. I think he's going to camp
be
this
a
wool room.
camp.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
he,
my.
He has only a stack and a half of arrows. I don't know how long he can stay there.
Okay, more running for
No,
resources.
he has a ton of arrows in the chest.
Oh, okay.
In the wool
Oh,
chest,
he's
dropped
he's
off like
placed.
So I'm
He's
feeling
dropped
the
off.
lag.
stacks.
I am feeling the lag right now.
Look, this
Oh my
beautiful
goodness.
tree is decimated.
Oh, mummy, help me. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the fire is destroying the server.
Yeah, about
This
that.
fire is out of control. It's gonna burn the city. Burn the city.
Oh no.
This
oh
is-
no.
This is entirely client lag now. This is awful. I'm just freeze framing.
Yeah, this is completely 100% the rush strategy is to not
Okay.
rush. CM Airbadge did talk to me today just prior to the match saying like, hey, we're not going to be rushing, and I think they're going to be taking it slow, one frame at a time.
One frame at a time. I actually had the whole do not responding for a moment there.
Yep, I got
where
that
everything
too.
went white. I'm like, So we saw David really looking like he's just trying to get rid of those spawners in third, doing a lot of cannoning. Fantastic. I'm trying to teleport. We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna pull up my splash for a bit here and take a look. Oh, I just saw Sandwich here. He Icarus up to the tree. And I think the lag probably took him out. He landed by a fire, got set on fire, and
Burnt to death.
Yeah, there's still some of his stuff left on this corner of the tree, but I don't think anybody else can see anything. A couple of people leaving games, rejoining games right now.
Yeah, it definitely felt like I could suddenly move around for a little bit.
I
and then we're
recommend for
frozen
the
again.
streamers stick close to the tree. The lag is definitely near the spawn area currently.
Okay. Oh my.
I have my render distance on tiny, and it is making no difference.
Some people just like to watch the world burn.
Well, I tell you, this is our third amazing match in a row that we've had tonight, and we have had nothing but surprises, and this is no different. I'm gonna go ahead and flip over to that bumper screen just because there's nothing to see right now. It's going white on me again. Recovering. Are you recovering, game?
Okay, if you actually TP to...
Oh, I'm seeing some squids just flying all over the place right now.
If you TP to the far end of the map to TP to Zarpol, you will probably get your frame rate back, because
Yeah.
I'm actually fine over here.
As I mentioned, as
yeah.
long as you stay near the tree, you should be okay. It's when you get far away from the tree that you start feeling it.
Now, what he is doing right now is interesting. So the light has removed a good proportion of the tree, and he is now bridging out and, I guess, heading out with the wool. But I guess he's already set spawn in there now.
Maybe, yeah. He has
I think he's set spawn.
He's
and
left a lot of
bridging out.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he's bridging out with the leaves. He's going to get
And
that wool
there's a jump.
safe
And
Ah!
nice landing. A skeleton
This
is
is
greeting
killing
him.
into his
me.
own Icarus.
And he has deposited the wool into the chest, and now suicides to return. Excellent strategy.
Martin, can you pull me to you? I literally am being drugged, or
Drugged.
I guess, yeah. It feels a little trippy right now, I gotta say.
So
Sarpal is
this
back.
tree,
Yeah.
this tree is just gone, and he's back in here, and he's going to camp wool room now. Really interesting.
This is going to be a very strong third lockdown, because how are you going to get up here safely with somebody shooting down on you?
So that is an interesting 1-2 punch. That we knew that when he was building that, it was definitely aimed this way. That's why I said I look like a cannon, but no, it wasn't aimed right. It wasn't just a random number of blocks. It was meant to do just what it's done. Oh wow! Never expected to see. I gotta say, it's almost like there's a little cage dancer up here. Hi, Zarpaul. Shake your
Most
moneymaker,
of Sandwich's
David.
stuff have now fallen off into the void. There's still like a stack of arrow and some blocks, but that's about it on this tree. It's probably going to be all gone, I reckon.
Blocks placed, things just in the way.
Sarpal now opening up the cage a little bit more to get a better
Exactly.
angle. And see, the best thing is that these spider spawners will eventually start just raining spiders downwards as well. So if you're not lucky, you might end up with a spider on top of you, and you can't even place blocks at that point.
This is incredibly effective and unexpected. When we were getting the tour of this map, Martin, one of the things that we asked about is this a solid core of bedrock, or is there anything? And nope, it is all wood. And you can
David
see
the
what can
Elite-
be done with that.
David the Elite is running second. He is just in here and making his way through in a diamond chest plate,
Nika working his way back.
and about halfway through.
And I think the lag definitely actually helps with that a little bit too, because you can face the mobs a lot easier when they're frozen in place, and you can move
And I've
from
got
one spot
my,
to another.
My frame rate is right back to normal again now.
Yeah, I'm moving around.
Yeah, the
Still a little
fire
bit
the fire
of
is
a
starting to
lag.
die off now. So
Yeah. Definitely a little bit of lag here and there, but oh my goodness. Oh, I did see somebody in chat say Honey loves broken Minecraft. Haha. In my defense, holy crap. You guys not stunned at all this. Come on, man. CA Merit Badge is in Iron and Diamond at the end. Very, very dark at their area. Getting pressure from Nika above. Actually, oh no. Okay, he's good. He's good. Go armor. He dropped down into a hole to avoid the fight, the arrow fire, and had a couple of skeletons just come dance on his head. But he's okay. Very impressive. I really cannot believe we got to see such a great Icarus, and then that very unique blaze cannon to light up this tree. I don't know how you're going to be able to combat this, Abusement Park. I'm really not sure. Can't wait to see what happens.
yeah, Dave is really close to getting into the main area of the second wall right now. He's got a couple of stuff coming down. They have not taken out any of these spawners, which kind of
At the top.
yeah. Actually, no, I do see a lever here, so they must have did do some TNT drops to blow up some of these, but
On the back side there.
yeah, but I don't see. There's a lever over here in the front as well, so some of them have
Okay,
been taken
so
out.
they did do some. Yeah, you can see that there was some that's effective that was taken down, and then David we saw earlier very effectively, very quickly digging, sticking the TNT to deal with what he could before he comes in the middle of this. Very effectively done, working their way up to the second wall.
Nika got shot, but didn't respawn at this bed. Did respawn somewhere else. Oh, there's a bed over here. That's where he respawned. It's gonna come over and just retake the stuff. We just kind of like, yep, okay.
Yep, not bothered. Part of it. Getting dressed again as he goes.
Let's see if there's any action on first during this whole shenanigans.
Yeah, it appears that there is. I see what looks like Sandwich, I think, running first wool right now.
And
Oh,
unopposed.
taken out.
Whoa!
Oh, okay, never mind. Not unopposed.
Taken out by eye touch. Now the interesting thing is, if Abusement Park went, okay, well, they've effectively locked us on third. If they can get a different wool and effectively lock back, then it all comes down to, who can get the other wools and place, etc. So,
Now the cabin has been pretty much blown up. They got this the nice bed cannon here with the bed as the kicker plate.
Brunt is in full diamond. Looks like he is making his way. Where are you at, darling? Are you just still gathering resources or working your way out of resources?
It feels
He's
like
working his
Abusement
way
Park
out.
does need more resources for sure. They are running low.
I definitely like how they've mixed it up and said, okay, you're going to deny us this one. Let's just go to another one. So not bothered. Just change it up. Of course, they did come into fire back at that, but keep fighting. It's one of the things. Oh! Hydro Henry and Sandwich came to some blows there, unintentionally, yes. I'm sure, but there was definitely some smacking. That's what you get for wearing that mask there, Sandwich. You're scary. Nigga at the beginning of the construction zone had to work his way back. He was really holding up forward and just has backed off. CA Merit Badge is really being pressured now down low,
Sarpal,
but
if you keep pushing crouch like that, you're gonna get sticky keys.
Yeah, Nika up high trying to bear down on the CA Merit Badge really wasn't effective at all. He just took him out anyway. Routing them out of that armor is rough. Brunt Force looks like he's all the way up now. They are looking at an enchantment table, an anvil. I suspect we're going to yeah,
David.
tossing their
yeah,
armor.
I just saw that too.
David
Yeah.
just had a rough time with the creeper just there, and splat, everything is on the ground.
But luckily, most of the torches he had placed and gotten are still around. Only a little bit of darkness over here, but he has taken out most of the spawners in this area, so not as big of a problem. If he brings a bow, he should be okay.
Getting back to it shouldn't be that bad then.
Yeah, it's just the mouth of the tunnel is going to be very difficult with these poison spiders coming down on top of him.
Nika is right over second again at that placement, trying to push back to get his stuff.
Got some records going on.
All right, taking a look at Zarpal's inventory, he does a very nicely organized, I might add. He does have that fishing rod with the sharpness knockback and looting. He's got the golden pickaxe, and he does have just a stone sharpness 2 sword. As we saw, the basic protection stuff on him. Plenty of arrows, and he's not just randomly firing, he's waiting. Building a little bit out here. I think we're just looking for a
And Russia
platform.
now running first wall, so I Touch Dude is in here.
He
and
is.
I don't see any opposition right now.
No, I don't think they noticed. There were two people by the cabin area, and they were grabbing stuff, but I don't think they've noticed. They're not
Doesn't look
peeking.
like Sandwich is working his way through this one
CA
again.
Merit Badge is here, definitely putting on some pressure. So they're probably more worried about CA Merit Badge pinging them than who might be running at this point.
Brunt Force is running. He's ladder dropping down, making his way through. It looks like he's here at the second wall. Or wait, yeah, it looks like he's here running that's. He's about to get into where he has to climb up. He's dropped down with the ladders. He's killing things. He's working his way up.
Yeah,
Second
I
wall.
touch it almost at the wall, and boop, there it is.
Got it.
Yeah, and still nobody paying attention. CA Merit Badge keeping a good eye.
Not seeing the levers, not seeing the destruction over here. Looks like they are planning on actually just dealing with everything as it comes.
Brunt is in fully enchanted diamond, level 1 enchants on everything, just making his way up.
Yeah, and we did see him. He stopped and he got everything set. They were exchanging gear.
He's
He
got some
ran the
health
resource
regen, some
roll.
strength on him. Strength definitely going to be very handy. Yeah, we'll see how he goes.
All right, we actually haven't seen it successfully ran straight. We had seen teams desperately going in there half armored or naked, making a good push in, but this will be a well armored. Okay,
I
I'm working my
touch.
way up.
iTouch has done a pass around of the green wool. Everything is safe. There is also some green wool blocks buried in the wall as well, so they're going to dig down and retrieve that pass around fairly soon, I guess. He just jumped out of the world.
Sandwich back to shooting and it's going down. I suspect we're going to see him making an attempt on... Yeah, making an attempt on first again. He does see... He's looking. He does see that there's been some action over here. Zarpal has done his job. He is up here. He is just chilling now. Looking at the spider spawning over there. Looking down. Nobody's coming to play with him. What you doing, darling?
Now, Dave Delete's gonna have some problems getting some of his stuff back. There's two enchanted, two zombies with some of his gear walking around.
We have some
Waiting for him.
straight down digging.
Sandwich getting pretty close to first wool here. He is in the very last straight heading for the wool box. Doesn't seem like anyone is aware of him.
Nope.
I think at this point they probably are not too concerned
They
about
got their
first.
wool. They're going
Yeah.
out. As long as they've got a lock on third, that's all they have to focus
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
So this will be a
Merit
touch.
Badge more distracted here, shooting other people, Hydra Henny
Uh,
and Nika. So those two are buying time for Sandwich to grab this undetected.
Zarpal is no longer in his hole.
But he can
He's-
suicide at any point and just get there.
Oh, that's true because his bed's up there. I'm like, he's down here and he's naked.
Yeah, he could probably suicide at any point. He's probably running the red back over right now, I imagine. And I think because there's nobody around, so he's probably going like, "Hey guys, can I help with anything?
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have it on him.
I want to
Doesn't
contribute
mean it's
to the
not in
team."
that chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the-
I looked
The
at my
red wool
crate.
was placed safely in a chest down
Yeah.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
I think someone's probably collected that at this point.
But no, there's still 5 in there.
Oh yeah, still there.
Yeah.
All right. Brunt Force is making excellent progress, working his way up.
Yeah, all of
Lot of mobs
Sarpal's gear,
above.
all his lockdown gear is still inside their wool chest, which is inaccessible to the other team.
So he just got down into his skivvies and decided to come play with everybody else for a while.
Wanted to take a swan dive, skinny dipping.
Don't blame him. No action up there, but him and the spiders. And seriously, the job was done. Like you said, his bed is placed. He can easily hop back at any point.
Bruntforce now about at the lip of the mouth of the cave. He just popped himself the strength potion, took a bite to eat. Here comes. Oh, but there's a creeper. Just takes it. Whatever.
Not
of
even
confront-
bothered.
Yeah.
Bit of a confrontation at front wool first wool right now. iTouch dude has been in and picked up the pass around. Sandwich is in the wool box
Is
opposite,
in the wool, yeah.
and they are just kind of staring each other down. I think Sandwich wants to place a pass around himself, but does not dare go
Yeah,
out
does
until
not want to
iTouch
come
has
out.
gone.
Oh! And
Oh,
splat. Oh, baby. I believe his wool is over the ledge. I
Well-
do not see the entity here.
So iTouch kind of went out of sight and started pillaring up, and Sandwich was like, "Okay, I'm going to go," and then taken out
Exactly.
by Cam.
And then taken out anyway. All right, Zarpal coming out to play. That just kind of surprised me, but not
Bruntforce has
a problem.
pretty much got this secured. Oh, took a shot from a skeleton just before he could get into the wool box. Unfortunate.
Is he actually out?
He's basically broken all
Okay.
the spawners now, except one with the skeleton, and he's got a little poison. Pops a regen. Ain't no thing.
Okay, yeah, he's not out. He's not out. Taken out of the world. He's good. He's good.
Yeah, he just got bopped off from his perch a little bit.
So we are looking at all 3 wolves in hand.
There's some
in a moment.
crossfire now from enemies as well. They're gonna try to keep him off this wool, but I think he's pretty got this in the bag.
Yeah, at this
The
point,
only thing that's missing for him is blocks. He's just like, I need more blocks.
back and forth. You can see the bed over here for Abusement Park. It is saved. It's not too deep, so they can get out quickly. Brunt Force is carrying that blue wool.
There we go.
So
So they have their hands on all 3 wolves.
I'm waiting for the pass around, but yeah, he's gonna go for it.
Well, he's really effectively made himself a very safe way, all the way through, so he could quickly go through. David the Elite is making progress on his back to where he was on his second wool himself.
Brown Force
But
taking
again,
absolutely
a
no
lot
risk.
of mobs.
Absolutely no risk. Completely
Looks like he's
walling
just going to
himself.
pass around the wool blocks directly.
Okay.
Brown Force placing.
Yep, Sarpal is over here. There is some fire coming on the other side, but iTouch is going to be shooting. Sarpal actually also going to be shooting as well.
David fall from a high place. He's gonna. So he got taken out, probably by a skeleton in there. Again, it's a very, very tight spot. Sandwich taken out now, trying to make his way back through first wool again.
And Brunt changed his mind about that pass around, has crafted himself a chest, and is probably just going to leap out the world in a moment, I guess.
Zarpal shot by Nika, coming back up to his little cage and said, yeah, okay, this is what he was branching out. I thought, what are you doing here, getting the wool or wood? He was just building himself a path to drop back on the world. Nicely done.
He has no torches here, so spiders can spawn on his little pathway and walk their way into him. In fact, here comes one right now. No, it still fell down.
Brunt at the backside of their second wool, blocking himself in, make sure nothing's going to sneak up behind him, and he is, again, placing more blue wool. He has 3 set for a pass around, very close to the top. Can be
We've
grabbed
got a nice big
anytime.
tree that they grew here, very similar to what Airship Aces did.
For their Victory Monument climb. Yep.
I love these big trees. It's like a big Christmas tree.
The giant spruces that are there.
It's almost Christmas too, because us Canadians, we don't have November Thanksgiving. We already finished proper
You
Thanksgiving.
finished your... Oh, I see.
And so
Proper.
we don't have any other holidays to really worry about until Christmas.
So there you
nice,
go.
a second tree. Why
A
not?
nice one. Really having some fire, but he just squatted down behind. Hydra Henry not able to really slow him down at all.
There are 2 members of Abusement Park in the reverse angle. They might have a better shot at him, but nope, he's disappeared into the leaves now. So it's going to be much harder to get him.
And very quickly, just dropping the ladders down. Really close.
There goes Brunt into the void now, having completed his pass around. Took his time over that. He's placed it in 2 different locations, either side. Respawned and immediately
secure.
going back to get it.
They don't want to risk much at all. Lots of blocks for iTouch.
Again, careful and steady has been the name of the game here. We're going to get our wolves. We're going to get what we need.
Yeah.
We're going to keep them out. That was one of the most effective lockdowns I've seen on third. Oh, there it is. Red, green. Got to go back for the blue, don't you? Oh!
David the Elite is naked, running into second again, trying to get his items back. So he is going to have another go at that wool.
And
Too
again,
little, too late right now, though.
So close, but they're all... Yeah, he's got to go straight up. Straight up. The way he made progress before with the pillaring means he's got to re-pillar, re-block. There's no set stairway. There's no set path to get back. So it all comes down to getting blue on the monument.
Yep,
iTouch dude is on the ladder right now.
Sarpal throwing some dance games in there. Get some flow faces.
There he goes.
Placing one part way up along the way. I was wondering why he broke 2.
No one to stop him, and that's going to be
There
it.
was a creeper
There
there,
it
but
is.
that's about it.
There it is. So Rush, taking it. Unbelievable. The
Actually,
fire,
yeah,
the
that's
lag.
true. They could have blaze turret the tree.
I think that is what they did. That was how the fire was
No,
started.
no.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean the final, the Victory Monument tree.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, but
Abusement Park
that
could
was
have,
it.
because they still have their blaze egg, so they could have tried to reverse the strategy back at their
reverse
opponent.
it back.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, we do have team members. Looks like iTouch and
Hey,
Nika are
guys.
joining us.
Hey.
Hey, one sec. Let me
Okay.
push to talk this. All right.
So I'll start us off. iTouch, For you guys, how much did lag, like forcing lag onto the game, count for your strategy?
We were trying to, honestly, when we had practiced that tree burn, it had never lagged on the server we were using. And even on the play server, I don't think it was lagging. But it was actually affecting us a lot. Cam and I over at first, at one point in the game, were just freezing up completely. We couldn't play at all for a while there.
We saw a lot of players cycling in, and you pretty much rendered the streamers dead for brief moments too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was more like client lag than server lag, I think. I didn't notice any major issues with the server there, but it seemed like everyone was lagging because of all that fire.
Yeah, I was lagging a little bit. But yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't end up, I don't think, affecting us too much. It was okay.
How bored was Sarpal?
Pretty bored. He really wanted to come out of the wall box, and I was reluctant to let him.
Well, I was shocked when I saw him. I'm like, wait, did he die? I'm checking the chat. No, he didn't die. What are you doing out of your cage?
What are you doing out of your cage?
Exactly. I'm like, what are you doing? You were supposed to be staying up there. That you were in your cage, dancing around.
At the end of the game, I killed him on purpose just to make sure that they weren't running it.
Did see that. We did see that little kamikaze shot. But yeah, I saw him and I was like completely freaked out. Oh no, he's lost his positioning. And the guys are like,
No,
honey,
comes
he's got
out.
his bed up there.
Yeah.
He's allowed to come out. He just jumps in the void and he'll be right back up there. It's like, okay, that's different. He can come out to play once in a while. But yeah, really completely surprised by the strategy there. What about Abusement Park? Were you expecting anything? Had you guys ever seen anything like that with the tree being lit up with the blaze?
Yeah, we were gonna do that, but then we decided we didn't want to be.
You can say it.
I'm just gonna say it. We didn't want to be that guy that lagged everybody out of the game.
It
happened to us. We
wasn't
lagged
lagging
and
us. Like, when we
lagged us
practiced
out.
it. I'm really sorry that it did during the match. I have no
I just
idea why.
assumed that a tree burning would lag the whole server out. So
Right.
I just.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously, I mean, it's a really, really good lockdown. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously there's no unbreakable lockdowns, but that's, pretty close to it, I'd say.
The crashing. I did
There's,
see for Abusement Park, it looked like you guys were also planning on the Icarus. So both, and by the way, I was
Nice.
so happy to see the Icarus. I was like, is this Icarus? Is this Icarus? And as soon as I saw that redstone down, I was like, yes. So a little bit excited there. It looked like both teams kind of had the same thing in mind. Just get up quick and move on. It just,
Yeah.
it just didn't work out.
We were
as
pretty
quickly
nervous
for
about
Abusement.
that third lockdown. It's pretty ambitious, like, to get that off early game. We only had 2 people that we could dedicate to it. And also, we thought they might think of it and be rushing third for that case too. So I was kind of nervous about getting it set up, but as soon as we did in the match, I was pretty confident that we were going to win.
The map itself, it looks like I know I heard ScaryMuffin comment on it with the bed there as the end for the cannon. Other than that, I don't really recall seeing, and of course that Marvel's Icarus. I don't really recall seeing a lot of cannoning back and forth. Did I miss some cannons, or were cannons not really a big part of your strategy?
Oh, did you guys not catch my cannon I did like a minute into the match? I like that cannon.
Nope.
You can come see it. If it's so I went below at spawn. I set it up across where the TNT is. Yeah, you're about there where the water is, right there. That actually gets both the TNT chest and like these resources over here with the corner shot.
Yeah,
I
I saw
left
that
you
was taken
just
out.
before you got. I left you as you were coming up the vines. I thought, oh well, Muffin's still here. I'll go ahead and pop away. Well, he gets the last of the resources, but you did a little more than that then. So
I
yeah.
saw all those resources were gone, and I was hunting around for where you got them from, and I didn't notice that.
Yeah. And then I was surprised to see that you guys had blown up our resources. That was pretty quick. The hope was that we would blow up all your TNT so that you couldn't do that.
So that they'll
there is
have
some
no
reason.
cannon.
Oh man, I missed an iron and diamond block and another iron block. Wow.
So you were hoping to deny them all their cannoning supplies.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So Brent was the guy that was running the other part of the resources, and he was supposed to do a bunch of cannons too, to get out all their. I think he did some of them. I'm pretty sure he did, but he didn't. I don't think he did quite all of them.
I think the ones by the tree, by the cabin, were still around.
Yeah, that's actually, honestly, that's part of the reason why we lost. David needed them, and Sandwich needed some of them, and David asked him to move them out of the house because he saw you guys setting up the cannon. Sandwich moved them out of the house and put them all in the chest, and then by the time he got to third wool, he realized he didn't have, like, the water, he didn't have the fence post,
Nice.
redstone, he had thrown all that stuff in the chest, so he had to go all the way back, and at that point, you guys were already up there and burning the tree, and we were all lagging out, so, I mean, it was
Okay,
kind of over.
that explains that. I was going to ask you because we saw the
We
shape
had the
in
cannon
the
first.
outline.
Yeah,
We had the cannon there first, but Sandwich forgot the stuff, so it's not
Yeah, no redstone.
I mean, we never practiced with him grabbing all the stuff out of the chest and then only putting some of it down. So I mean, because we just
right. You know, those last minute changes, somebody in your teammate says, hey, can you grab this for me instead? And, you know, your brain just doesn't, you know, the muscle memory in your brain just doesn't process to do this differently. You just, okay, I'm quickly dropping this off. And so he missed what he needed. So that explains that. We did see him kind of going back and forth. Looked like, Nika, you and Sandwich were set to go to the end. And obviously you kind of protect him and Sandwich get up there with that Icarus. And it all sort of fell apart. But then it's like, okay, you guys just changed